demand that you make up a joke right now that rhymes, that you're going to tell in verse with the punchline stimulus package. And you have to use the phrase, you have to put it in the two phrases, pair of tits and bucket of shit. There you go. There you go. Come on! I know there's no yellow.
A pair of tits and a bucket of shit into my words must be forced to fit. And at the end of this rancid yackage, I'll utter the two words, stimulus package.
I'm sorry, Hal. How do I know if the antidepressants are working?
I got them right here, and I don't feel any better.
Oh, that is sad. Just questioning whether your antidepressants are working could add to your depression. On the other hand, the psychological value attendant upon assuming that they're doing their job is an extra boost to your supposed levity. Therefore, I advise you to take the optimist's path.
How about a fresh question?
Fresh.
Fresh as the day it was $1, $1, $1.
Alrighty.
Will you stop that?
They're thirsting for entertainment.
Should I cook my foot-long hot dog? Are you with me?
I'm listening.
Should I cook my foot-long hot dog in a Dutch oven or a Cleveland steamer? Do you know what a Cleveland steamer is?
Well, I'm trying to keep this on an equitable plane, but if you'd like to enlighten these good folks... Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we must stop everything. It's time for Frank Chu.
Well, I had a chance to attend the Orange Equality rally or protest at a nice large crowds there, and I talked to the news cameras, and they were able to film me about the White House involved with the populations at 12 galaxies, guilty with depriving some of the gay and lesbian rights to get married, and also it was about myself as the movie star, the TV star, and about the impeachments probably will take place about 2010 or 2012 in Washington, D.C., and I'm trying to sue the CIA for damages for not paying me as a movie star. So I was already filmed with NBC and CBS Evening News too. Thank you.
Frank Chu, ladies and gentlemen. Many have taken ship at the pale beaches, but few return to the sunlit lands. Well, what are they trying? After all, we're just trying to provide entertainment here.
Yeah. It's a nightclub act, guys. Come on, don't take it so seriously. Hal, do you have a question? We're going to create a black hole.
I have many questions, but for whom? That was it?
Oh, sorry. I was going for a whole other thing.
Sure, I could ask many questions, like what was the name Achilles used when he hid himself among women? What song the sirens sang? And what was the motivation of the toads in the rice that killed the poppy cockalorum and the cockaroopa trice? But we're not going to indulge my queries here, but yours, since it is our pleasure, ladies and gentlemen.
I've got a side note on that cabbage. I had a side note on the cabbage.
Sure, let's have it.
Hey, wait a second, I think I did it again. I think I've said something that's never been said before. That's a brand new phrase. One day I'm going to say a brand new phrase and a magical door is going to open and the elves are going to take me away to magical phrase land.
Yeah. take you teetering down to their underground kingdom, and then we're really going to have some fun. Oh boy, are we going to have some fun. You are old, Father William, the young man said, and your hair, it has grown very white, and yet you incessantly stand on your head. Do you think, at your age, it is right? In my youth, Father William replied to his son, I feared it might injure the brain, but now I am perfectly sure I have none. Why, I do it again and again. You are old, said the youth, and your jaws are too weak for anything tougher than suet. Yet you finished the goose with the bones and the beak. Pray, how did you manage to do it? In my youth, said the father, I took to the law and argued each case with me wife, and the muscular strength which it gave to my jaw has lasted the rest of my life. You are old, said the youth, as I mentioned before, and you've grown most uncommonly fat. Yet you turned a back somersault in at the door. Pray, what is the meaning of that? In my youth, said the sage, as he shook his grey locks, I kept all my limbs very supple by the use of this ointment, a shilling the box. Allow me to sell you a couple. You are old, said the youth. One would hardly suspect that your eye was as steady as ever, yet you balanced an eel on the end of your nose. What makes you so frightfully clever? I have answered 3 questions, and that is enough, said the father. Don't give yourself airs. Do you think I can listen all day to such stuff? Be off, or I'll kick you downstairs. All right, now, so much for the poetic moment. Thank you very much. Thank you. And now, so it's the olive, essentially. Thanks for your question.
Holy shit, there's a 2-part question here.
There's no this part.
This question is in 2 parts here.
We'll do the other part. We shall stand the push of your 2-part question.
Why is the reasonable alternative Tecate?
You say this is a reasonable alternative?
Oh.
Well, if you have your heart so set on frosty, cold, capsule blue ribbon beer, with the pop-top just pulled, and the gush and swish of escaping combination heard, and then you're unable to get it, there is no way to deal with this crushing disappointment than to induce oblivion. And what better way than Tecate to cushion you from that sad disappointment.
Can I have a cold compress? Okay, I've got 2 side notes here on the question.
Okay, Carol, settle down, man. Contain yourself. But we know how to bring you down to earth.
Order in the nightclub. This week on NPR, I learned that the athletic department of Western Washington University can no longer maintain their football team. Sadly, that means that the WWE Vikings are no more.
No.
Several players were able to transfer to the University of Washington Gorillas. Can any of these ex-Vikings ever get to Valhalla?
Oh, likely story. You know, is a Viking going to get into Valhalla with a banana in his hand in a gorilla costume? I'm afraid that's a little too liberal, even for my ruling. No, it must be a sword, not a banana. Sorry, you lose.
Sorry. If a far future Viking, space age Vikings, if a future Viking joins Starfleet Command and dies in battle, vaporized while holding his phaser, does he go to Valhalla Prime?
Yes, he does.
Yes!
That was his weapon, and he was holding it in his hand. Therefore, by extension, it was his sword. Metaphorically, but in actuality. Come on, you want a lynch mob?
What?
Jeebus!
Uh-oh.
Well,
The flow is fucked.
We
There we go. Well, the flow, oh, more flow. Easy there.
Your desk is bucking and heaving.
Yeah.
Throw a
Imagine.
towel over it.